Hello, I'm Daphne Brancflower. I live in Bristol, in Westbury-on-Trent, and I'd like to talk to you about how direct payments have altered my life. I can have who I like in my house. I can hire and fire, which I do if I don't like the people. I can hire and fire, and I can get up and go to bed when I want to and I can eat what I want to, and shop where I want to.
So before, did you find that carers were coming in when it suited them?
Yes, it was. I was allocated the home care service, and I had to get up and not go to bed when they told me, because I could put myself to bed then. But I had to get up when I was told, and more or less it was very, and I have a bath when they told me to, because they wouldn't give me a bath every day, and that's what I found most restrictive.
And how does it differ now?
Well, I know this might sound a very mundane thing to you, but I've now got my own washing machine, and I can wash my clothes every day if I want to or need to. And before, I had to be restricted to one day a week. We had to do that for years. In fact, when my husband was alive, I didn't have direct payments at all.
So really quite a change, Daphne, to your life.
It is, yes. It is, definitely.
Do you feel that you can do so much more? I mean, is there really a whole lot of things that you can do that you couldn't do before?
Well, yes, because although I got my social work degree in 1990, I couldn't really use it. But since I've got direct payments, I've got a master's degree, and I can really go to work now.
And would that really have been impossible before?
It would, yes.
And is this just because of the way that your payments are structured, that you can decide what you want to spend the money on?
Yes. They, instead of commissioning services to come into you, they give you the money to more or less buy in what care you want.
There is an argument, isn't there, amongst some people that better carers are ones that perhaps haven't worked in the care system before because they come with a fresh mind.
I do agree with that. Mostly because you can then teach them your way. If they come with MVQs, people that have got MVQs tend to think that they know everything, and they tend to forget that people are individuals.
What are the difficulties really from using agency staff or staff that just come in to actually employing somebody?
The difficulty is that you don't have any, when things go wrong, you don't really have any backup. You feel that you're there on your own and you've got to sort it out. But then, I suppose that's what choice and control is about. But
it would make it difficult for some people to do that.
It would. Some people wouldn't feel they could do that.
I mean, how strong a character do you have to be to let people go if you think that's necessary?
Oh, I think you've got to be very strong, because you're very vulnerable and you're very open to abuse of all sorts.
There is an argument, isn't there, that in fact having personalised care lays people open to more abuse potentially than they would in other circumstances.
Yes, but then you've got more choice and control, so you take that calculated risk.
And do you think that risk is worth taking?
Yes, because if you're an adult and you haven't got maybe learning difficulties or mental health issues, that's what life is all about, taking calculated risk.